Today we would like to represent about monochronic and polychronic managing in culturally diverse environment. Our table of contact contains 10 categories, and the group members are Sushate and Shinlele Mo, Ipyu, Soyete, and Mi Tindirisang. And this is the team diary and the action plan. The action we started from 18 November to 2nd December. Let me start with defining monochronic and polychronic. Monochronic refers to a cultural approach focusing on doing one thing at a time, and people in this culture focus on punctuality, schedules, and deadlines. And for polychronic refers as a flexible management of doing multiple activities at the same time. In polychronic culture, schedules are more fluid, and personal relationships are more important than the strict deadlines. And there are characteristics of monochronics and polychronics. Monochronics culture values strict schedules and deadlines, and time is seen as limited resource, and so efficiency is important, and interruptions are avoided, and tasks are prioritized over relationship. In polychronic characteristics, polychronic have flexible schedules and deadlines, time is negotiable, and multitasking and interruption is normal, and building relationship matters more than sticking to deadlines. There are strengths and challenges in monochronic and polychronic, and monochronic have clear strengths like efficiency and predictability, which increase productivity and create structured planning. This clarifies in setting goals and expectations, and punctuality and deadlines can reach responsibility. However, the challenges are lack of flexibility to certain changes may increase stress. Prioritizing tasks over personal connections can affect the relationship teamwork, which can lead to employee job dissatisfaction, causing the burnout. And different cultures can be misunderstanding in interacting with polychronics. And the strength of polychronics includes flexibility, which adapt in changing circumstances. Prioritizing personal connection creates stronger teamwork, which enhances problem solving. Creating flexible approach can help reduce stress. And however, the challenges are the lack of structures in managing tasks and deadlines, and prioritizing tasks may cause delay or unfinished projects. And focusing more on relationship can lead to misunderstanding when interacting with monochronic with strict schedules. The next slide will be represented by Ipyu.
I will present the key differences between monochronics and polychronics, and I will discuss with 4 parts. The first part is the concept of time. In monochronics, their time is seen as linear, segmented, and limited resources. They believe that time is a resource that cannot be spent or wasted. So for that kind of individual, they use a monochronic approach. If timelines and deadlines are crucial for them, and they believe that what should be done one at a time. But in polychronics, they believe that time is seasonal, fluid, and complicated to divide, so they often place more emphasis on activity and relationship than strict adherence to timelines and schedule. So that kind of individual are less willing to prioritize time as a resource, and they are more likely to work on several tasks at a time. For the second part is task management. In monochronics, they often concentrate on a single job at a time, and they finish it in a systematic way. So at the culture, people are expected to finish their current work before going on to the next. So in the culture, multitasking is often discouraged. But on the other hand, in polychronics, being able to multitask is normal and general for them. They can manage several tasks or discussion concurrently without experiencing any stress. And for the third part is impact on work and relationship. And monochronics, they emphasize on output and meeting deadline. So in the cultural world is often efficient, work structures and order, and time management may take priority over relationship building. But in the polychronic culture, although they are what may seem like disorganized or chaotic, and the individual, they often develop strong connection with one another, like value cooperation or trust building. So work schedule flexibility is frequently allowed in order to keep this connection. And the fourth part I will discuss, there are key communication style. In monochronic, their communication style is clear, cut, and goal-oriented because their main objective is to communicate information effectively and without the confusion. They seek to complete their tasks promptly and within the time frame that are provided. For example, like a manager may list their duty in a bullet points and avoid to talking the unimportant information is because they want to respect their other team member time and their messages are always short to the point. But in polychronic society, their communication is frequently indirect and impacted by connection, social sign, and the surrounding context. Like for example, because for that culture, relationship harmony is very important and value for them. They a concern about a project deadline may bring at a more general discussion like personal information or conversation will bring up in the project. So the part in the key differences in monochronic emphasize clarity, efficiency, and task completion, and polychronic will emphasize on flexibility, rational depth, and contextual understanding. So the next part will be presented by Sushate.
For this, I would like to represent about monochronic and polychronic orientation in managing cultural in diverse environment. For this, we should understand differences of various cultures so that we can communicate and collaborate each other to get the organizational goal. And they can also handle better disagreement and enhance collaboration. US and UK are mostly found as a monochronic cultural. Thai, Egypt, and India are found as polychronic culture, and the mixed culture are Japanese, France, and Italy. The definition of the mixed culture is both polychronic and multichronic are found in one country. For this, the Japanese have a monochronic culture in business atmosphere, like their rules and regulations are strict and their ruling routines are tough. And the social adaptability is they have friendly relationship between their atmosphere, so that these are the polychronic of the Japan, and the France has a polychronic culture in mealtime, leisure time, friendship, and society, and also they have a monochronic in establishing guidelines and timetables with deadlines. For the Italy, they have strict deadlines and timetable where productivity is pushed and industrial influence. And also for the polychronic, they have multitasking and emotional connection. For the next slide, I would like to represent about managing time aspect in multicultural management in monochronic and polychronic orientation. The importance of managing time aspects in multicultural management is effective communication, conflicts prevention, and improve collaboration. Effective communication. For this, monochronic misunderstand the polychronic person for the late schedule and as the disrespect cause. They will cause the annoyance and conflicts. For the monochronic individual can see polychronic as inflexible and uniform person, so that they should adjust the communication strategy to avoid misconception by acknowledging these cultural time zone imbalance. For the conflicts prevention, monochronic may grow frustrated when meetings fail according to the schedule. And polychronic could view monochronic manager as being inflexible and controlling. For this, they will have the rivals low motivated and stable in satisfactory teamwork. For this, monochronic can adapt the flexibility in meeting important deadline. For the polychronic society build relationship more critical. For the polychronic, they should for the monochronic, they should acknowledge polychronic society. Building relationship is more critical than time. For the improved collaboration, monochronic may feel overpowered and frustrated, lagging in effort of polychronic culture, so that polychronic may feel underappreciated by the idea strict. So for this, you should create the joyful and effective team atmosphere by accepting and appreciating each other. For the next slide, Shin Lele Mo will present.
I want to apply as an implication of HRM with multinational differences culture. They are monochronic approach and polychronic approach. The first one is monochronic approach. The HR manager will apply structure working environment such as job description, strictly deadline, and mature meetings. In performance assessment, the manager will emphasize adherence to schedule and meeting deadlines, focusing on one task at a time. In other hand, training development program focus on time management and efficient planning. Most of the commonly with monochronic approach will emphasize with formal communication styles such as sending emails and scheduled meeting. On the other hand, the manager with monochronic approach, the manager prefer to use flexible working environment such as setting flexible working structure or hours for their employee. In performance assessment, they prefer to consider on outcome rather than on time, and quality of work done, and multitasking ability as a strength. And the manager should build stronger relationship between their teams and employees. And another fact is if by using for informal communication styles such as face-to-face interaction and setting open dialogue and collaboration within their group. Another slide, I would like to discuss with some case. The organization organized some of the members from Germany monochronic culture, and other members are Brazilian monochronic culture. The organization organized to launch a product, and the manager prefer detailed agenda and strictly meeting times, focusing on one task at a time. But Brazilian member often arrive late to meeting and prioritize informal relationship, informal connection such as informal connection during their working hours. So that can lead some conflict between them. The first challenges is a manager interprets as a less odd professionalism and commitment within their organization from Brazilian. On the point of Germany manager and teams fee as an organized and disrespectful time from Brazilian. As Brazilian realize, so the manager is so rigid and uncomfortable for them. So this kind of situation, the team leader should use a hybrid approach by learning monochronic culture norms and use flexible working structure, including dedicated time in informal discussion or brainstorming, followed by agenda-focused discussion. And another way is working hour by setting buffer periods to accommodate their delays. And the last resolution is the manager or team leader should celebrate as appreciation, such as party or social events. By doing it like this, they have some stronger relationship between their workplace and a balance between efficiency and creativity with their employee. Eventually, they can launch the product successfully, and in the future, both of the group can gain a deeper connection between them. The another slide will present our group member Sawyer Chat.
From our side, we have concluded that balancing monochronic and polychronic approaches is a key to manage diverse teams. This is because combining the efficiency of monochronic person who are task-based and the adaptability of a polychronic person who are relationship-based helps the teams to achieve goal and build a better relationship. This balancing will help the team member to have better respect and better collaboration within the teams and to achieve a better teamwork in the futures. These are our references which we cite for our information. And that's all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I have only a few questions to ask. Okay. If a customer is from Germany and the staff are from Brazil, how can you solve the problem?
Customers are from Germany.
Yeah, okay. If the customer are monochronic and the staff are polychronic, what can we do in that situation?
Polychronic must adapt a little for the monochronic because because customers are important and they are the person who is selling, so that the customers are important for that part. So polychronic must adapt monochronic culture a bit.
So do you think that can they adapt?
But you must practice. You must keep on adapting. Not almost, but not all, but almost. So that you should train for them to get and adapt for the monochronic.
I would like to give another example. If the customer monochronic from Japan, Germany, Germany, and the staff are very monochronic from somewhere. I think, in my opinion, I think the customer will emphasize on standardize to their food takes. So the staff will very consistency in product quality or service like that.
Yeah, they focus on service. That's why if the staff are polychronic, so how can the service be fulfilled on time?
He will learn about monochronic culture firstly, and they have to adapt the market situation for monochronic culture. Especially, I already said, standardized and systematically in service and operation department.
Like all of the steps are work in a cultural diversity in a management. They are in an organization. So in a step like the KFC step, they are training and development with the monobs and poly. They are because they work in a group, so they are all like giving the training of the monochronics and polychronics. Yes, we will like combining that approach with training and development. So even like mono or poly, every customer can come to the restaurant, and the step will give the perfect service and product in time and in case.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Next question. One more question. You tell that the resolution for the case study is the flexible working hours, right? You mentioned number 2, right? Working hours, buffet periods to accommodate delays.
Like giving buffer period, like extra time limit, and if the company gives some chance, the Brazilian have to try again to submit on timely schedule.
No, you say working hours, buffet period. So they come late, so they go home late. Resolution number 2, point number 2.
Pardon, can you ask me back?
So what is the meaning of this sentence?
Oh yes, giving the extra hour like for their delay or maybe also the timeline schedule.
Okay, example, if I come at 10 a.m. in the morning, I have to work until 6 p.m. But if I come late, I come 12, so I have to work until 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. the same timing.
Yes, because like there is a scenario and we explain like the different culture and one are come late in the first, but in the second the manager realized their kids and they like accommodate and they manage, two manager they manage in a meetings or like in a classroom. Yes, they manage it and like the next time they won't be late.
If late again, because
But I think
it is in
big,
our culture, we come on time.
But in a like large organization, it can be late.
Why?
So So for that, we will give them some strict rules and regulation for the polychronic to not to. But for the first or the second time, we will just leave it behind and just say some warnings to them only.
Okay,
The first and the
I have one example.
yeah.
If I said that on 10 a.m. presentation start 10 a.m. But if your friends or your group come exactly on the 10, it's still on time. But is your group monochronic or polychronic?
Monochronic.
Monochronic, you come on time, right?
Yeah.
But no preparation. Like example, in this case study, they come on time, but for the Brazilians, they are not prepared for the meeting, but they're on time. So how can you train them?
To be more specific in their text, to get more strict in their performance in text to become a professional person. For that, we will give some motivation, like giving them rewards or some kinds of physical and mentally rewards for them to have.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.